Hey, I'm Steve,
And I'm Jen.
and we're so glad you joined us on our channel. On this channel, as we say, you'll find things on marriage and family and kids, relationships,
All the real stuff.
everything that happens within a family. As you know, we're in ministry, we're pastors, and so we see a lot of things in our lives and in others' lives. And those are the things that I think you'll find on this channel that we'll kind of just sit down and talk real life about. So we're glad that you've joined us. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, click like. It helps our channel to grow. And that's what we're trying to do right now, is just grow our channel, not to become famous, but just to help as many people out there out that we can, because we have a voice that God has given us and we feel like it can benefit many. What is today's talk, should I say?
We're going to talk about friendship and how to be friends first.
What does that mean? Friends first.
Well, I think for me, I mean, you know, you always hear people say this statement, I'm in love, but I don't like them. Or, you know, you hear all kinds of weird statements when people are struggling in their relationship or when they've given up. And
do you think some people don't even know how to start a relationship?
I do think some people don't know how to start a relationship, and friendship is the best way to start. I mean, if you know you're compatible, you can be attracted to somebody and have a physical connection with them, and that passion will translate over to passion that isn't exciting. And I think sometimes people they mistake passion or desire or, you know, attraction for friendship, which feeds into love.
Yeah. What do you think friendship means? Like, when I think about friendship, I think about trust. I think about vulnerability.
Yeah.
I think about fun.
Yeah.
I think about laughing and enjoying one another. And I think sometimes what I see, and something that we've done different, even from the beginning, we started rough and
we're not the best example of
how to start. but once we will share that story at another time. But one thing we did get right, I thought, was
our friendship.
Our friendship. We were friends first.
No, I mean, I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were young and carless. And
what is carless?
No car.
Oh, carless. I thought
carless.
You were alluding to careless.
No.
It was
well,
actually,
I mean, we were careless too, but that's for another time.
It was actually carless.
Carless. I don't know if it's really a word, but we're going with it.
Okay.
So we would want to go into town, and so you'd ride over on your bike, and I would jump up on your handlebars.
True story.
And we would ride into town and get, 25-cent ice cream cones or something, just to be together. And there's something about being just not caring about that kind of stuff, not trying to put on some presentation of being cool or,
Well, and two, there's a different culture in today's society. Today's society, not just society, but the next generation has grown up on these social media platforms where they've really portrayed an image now that they feel that they've got to uphold 24/7.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times what that can do is that can cause them not to want to spend as much time together, because to spend time together, it means you have to uphold that perception of yourself for that other person. And friendship really means that we get vulnerable and we see the good side of ourselves. We show the good side of ourselves, should I say.
Yeah.
And also we show the bad sides of ourselves. And friends, they're in it together through thick and thin, through the good and the bad. And I know that's what we've done in our marriages. And some people think we're ridiculous because of how much time we spend together. But ultimately, it's one of our greatest assets.
It is. And I always feel bad for when people tell me, like, oh, I cannot spend that much time. I can't spend, after a while, my spouse gets on my nerves. I actually feel sad because I feel like there's something that brought you together and something that causes you to connect. And if we can let go of that stuff that becomes that gets in the way of that friendship, there's so much excitement and joy and really good friendship leads to other great things like passion and love and joy, and it doesn't mean we don't ever fight, or need a timeout.
Right.
That happens.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of a nugget, something that we do or have done, and I think it really fed into this friends first, and we didn't even realize it over time, is that we chose at one point early on in our marriage that we would never speak negatively of each other to another person. Now, there are those times where we have trusted friends that
we confide in.
That we confide in.
Which is important.
And they're helping us through a season. But we didn't get in the habit of speaking negatively about one another. There's something that happens, I think, in our mind and in how we kind of build a picture in our mind of the character of the person we're spending our life with. And what that does is it helps you to build an accurate character and not a distorted character of that person. Because if we get into this cynicism thinking and just seeing all the negative and seeing what causes, the things that cause drama and bring activity and talk, then we end up building, we end up allowing the character of this person to be totally distorted.
And there is this psychological piece, right? Like no matter what I talk about, if I'm letting myself get negative, I get worked up, right? And and so I get worked up about something. If I spend all day with my friends or my coworkers and I'm getting worked up about everything that Steve does that annoys me or gets up, you never do anything. I know. But if that's how I spend my time when I get home, I'm already mad at him. I'm already looking at him like he can't get anything right.
By the way, she doesn't really ever get mad, just so you know.
I do too. I'm really good at getting mad.
And I usually laugh when she does because it's so out of character for her.
Whatever. Anyways, I get mad.
I'm the one that gets mad.
But
See,
if I spend my time talking positively about him, talking about the great things he does, how he nurtures our relationship, how he cares for our family, what a good father he is, how great he is at fixing things, then when I get home, I'm excited to see him. My heart's pounding. I can't wait to spend time with him because those are the things I foster. If you foster positive things, you get positive results.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. And I think, that's just one of the many things that we do. We never, ever speak negatively of one another to another person. It's not a habit that we've gotten into, and it's not a habit we will get into. And because of that, all the people around us that interact with our relationship know that we're going to always nurture our friendship first. And that's where it really comes from. Friends first is that we got to nurture that friendship before everything else. And we got to make it a priority, because if I'm with Jennifer for my life, and I am, but I've got to choose an attitude that makes deposits into that marriage and it's not always making withdrawals.
You don't usually call me Jennifer.
Well,
you're serious though, right now. You're feeling
serious.
it.
Sometimes I call her Jenny.
That's not funny.
But there you go. There's a little bit on Friends First. If you like this content and you like what we're talking about and you want to hear more, comment in the comments. We'll do our best to get to you. We both have full-time jobs, and I'm in a graduate program, and we're doing this YouTube channel, and we've got a number of irons in the fire elsewhere right now. So we'll do our best to get back to you. But do reach out to us.
Yeah.
If you just say, would you put me on your prayer list?
Yeah.
Our marriage on your prayer list. You know what? We'll do that too.
And if there's things you want us to talk about, tell us that. We want to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, that's it for this time around. And, hopefully next time we post something and you'll get a notification and you'll be actually excited to see us. We hope that is at least.
Yes.
Well, bless you guys. Have a great weekend, week, or day.
And remember, be friends first.
Friends first.